Hello and welcome to SoftIQ Technologies. Today I'm going to walk you through our contact validation custom module for Odoo version 17, 18, and 19. Have you ever struggled with messy contact data for customers and vendors, such as missing phone numbers, missing tax IDs, wrong email formats, duplicate contacts? Then this module is for you. So some of the module features include, there's mandatory field enforcement when creating customers and vendors, such as phone, mobile, email, tax ID, salesperson, payment terms, and the image. Also, there is name auto-formatting. So this automatically formats contact names to uppercase or title case on saving the contact. Also, there is phone and mobile validation. So depending with the country code you choose, so the module auto applies the country code prefix before the number, and also it removes the spacing in between the numbers. There is also email format validation, where it ensures every email saved for a contact has @ and the dot symbol. Another feature is tax ID and PIN validation. This enforces the exact character length for the tax ID. So in case your country, the tax ID has to have, let's say, 11 characters, this ensures that the users have to input 11 characters when saving the tax ID. There's also duplicate contact prevention. This detects contacts which have the same name, phone, mobile, email, and this ensures there's no duplication of contacts. There is also company and individual rules where, for example, you can say that the tax ID is mandatory for customers who are a company. And also there is safe contact duplication. So whenever you duplicate a contact, it ensures it removes the phone, mobile, email, and tax ID to ensure that the user must fill the data afresh. So we are going to jump straight into the system. So once you install the module, you can come here to the sales module, then come to configuration, then settings. Here under settings, there is what we call the customer validation, where you can say, for example, you want the customers to have the names uppercase. You can say you want phone mandatory, email mandatory, salesperson, you also want the contact mandatory. And say, for example, you want the country to be by default Kenya, for example. And then you can have the mobile mandatory, the tax ID, payment terms, prevent duplicates. And also you can see the number of, the length for the mobile and phone is 9 characters. And for the tax ID is 11, for example. And then you can save here. Now, after you activate those settings, now you can come here under customers and you can create a new customer. So say, for example, you want to create a customer called Simon Mwangi. And you also say, for example, you try to save right now. It's going to tell you that all these fields are missing, so you have to input them. So say, for example, I put these contacts like this. And in case, for example, a user puts spacing between the numbers, the system will remove those spacing. And say, for example, under the email, you just put the name. If you try to save this, it's going to tell you that the email is missing the @ symbol and the dot. So you have to ensure that emails are accurate. And for the tax ID, say, for example, I come here and put less characters than the length we put for 11 characters. And I try to save. It's also going to tell you that you need to put 11 characters. And also you need to put, say, for example, the salesperson, the payment terms. If I try to save now, I'm going to notice that there is no image. So now I have to come here and also put the image. And now automatically it auto-populates the name Simon Mwangi. And now you can come and try to create a company contact. Say, for example, here you come and put this company. Now for companies, we've put it that the tax IDs are mandatory. So if I try to save this, it's going to give me all those characters. And say, for example, I come here and put this number, and I try to save. Automatically, it notices that that number is connected to Simon. So it does not allow duplicates. So now I have to change this, or else it will not allow to save. Now you continue filling the rest of the fields. And then salesperson, also payment terms is mandatory. And of course the PIN number. And also say, for example, you have to put an image, maybe a logo of the person. And then now it can save. Then say, for example, maybe you want to duplicate a contact. So if I come here and try to duplicate this. Now let's say, for example, this is a new customer called Hotel. It clears the phone and the mobile, so you have to put this afresh. And say, for example, you can just ensure that you put the image, and you can put the payment terms, and then now it can save. So that is on the customer, on the creation of customers. Now you can also come here on the purchase module under configuration settings, and you will find validation for vendors. So you may want also vendors to have, for example, the tax ID mandatory. You may want vendor payment terms, prevent duplicates, and also you may want this number of the length for the phone and the tax ID. So once you activate those settings, you can come here and try to create a vendor. So say, for example, you're creating a new individual vendor. If you try to save this, it will notice that the payment terms need to be put. So you come here and put the vendor payment terms, and then you can save this. And then if you try to also create, for example, a vendor who is a type company, say for example, you want to create a vendor who is in the UK, and in the UK, for example, maybe the numbers are more than the 9 characters. You can always begin with the country code. So it allows inserting more numbers than the stipulated numbers. Now, of course, if I try to save this, it's going to notice that there is no tax ID, so which you can be able to insert. And also you need to come here and put the vendor payment terms. And then now it saves. So to purchase this module, you can visit odoo.com/apps. And for any queries, you can send us an email at sales@softiqtechnologies.com. And if you can subscribe and like our page, we will appreciate. Thank you.